Hello everyone and welcome back to another not Minecraft video. I don't really know where I was going with this actually, because this isn't a... I was going to say it's not a video at all. It is a video. It is in fact a video, but it's a video on how to edit videos. Wow. I know, amazing. But let's just get right to it, because I have got quite a lot of stuff to show you here. And also, this isn't just how to edit videos in general, this is just how I do it and using CapCut and everything. So first of all, I'm going to be editing one of my Dragon Puppet shorts, which you may or may not have seen, but it's a bit different from editing a long form video, and I'll get to that in a second. But basically what you want to do is go up here, press import, and then you just got to go find the one you want. Okay, and after you found the one that you want, you just go down here and press import, and then add it to the timeline. And also, I'm going to be doing this as kind of more beginner friendly as I can, because I've had a few people wondering oh, how do you edit videos? And this isn't going to be super complex or anything. This is just going to be kind of the basics. So first of all, on CapCut, you can either go and cut stuff up here by using the split button, or you can actually just press B on your keyboard. It's a very big time saver when editing videos, because you can just go B and then A is back to just normal select mode. So first of all, you just want to find, cut out all this nonsense of me just messing around. And you see, when I'm editing, also using the audio waves down here also helps quite a bit actually, because you can tell when not much is happening. For instance, over here, not much is happening because there's not much audio waves there. There you go. And then I just go down here to the very end, and you can fix this up later, but this is just the starting points. So now we have the raw footage right here. And now it's time to actually get editing. First of all, if you want to change anything to do with the whole thing, you can go up here, adjust the colors. I like to up the saturation slightly, and then if you also want to enlarge it slightly, get all that stuff out of the way. There. Now it is time to edit. Now obviously when you're editing, things will be different depending on what kind of video you're editing. Right now I'm editing a short, which is very different from just sitting down and recording a video. I actually, kind of have a script to follow when I'm filming a short, but right now I'm not doing different takes, I'm just kind of speaking as I go. Yeah, it'll be a bit different. Sometimes I do multiple takes of one thing in my Dragon Puppet shorts. If you're maybe cooking something, you can't do multiple takes of that, I guess. You just find the best, the part that you want the most, and then just cut out the rest. Yeah, so I'll go do that, and then we will continue with some other little stuff you can add. Okay, so now that you've got all of your different takes here, or if you're editing a long form video, you will have just edited the entire thing, and now we've got to get the audio, or if you're editing, a long form video, or maybe Minecraft gameplay or anything, you'll want some music in the background. So this is how I do it. Unless, of course, me, I like to have my folders here, but if you don't have that, this is how I get my music. So you go to just your regular browser, ignore how many tabs I have open here, I'm unorganized. Go to YouTube. Oh my god, I saw that person! I saw that person at FurCon! That is so cool. You see, this is the problem. Every time I go onto YouTube to get music, I just get so distracted. So, search up for what you want. Yep, I'm doing this one. So you go up here, and you just copy the link, and then you're going to want to go to some kind of thing to download a YouTube video. I use Y2Mate. You're going to want to paste the YouTube link in here. If you want the visuals as well, you're going to download it as an MP4, because that's a video but MP3 saves it as just the sound. So if you want music, you do MP3. If you want video and sound, you do MP4. And then you press convert and just wait for it to download. Ignore my mouse just flipping you off. It's a custom mouse and I love it. And then just go download, it'll bring you to some random ad, click off of that, and you're just gonna drag it over here. And then there, you have your audio. So now that you have like your audio, or if you want music, then you can just like, you know, download multiple songs, put them in the background. And then for instance here, I'm trying to line up like the audio waves as best as I can. And that's honestly like one of my favorite bits to do.
You better not mess with, you better not mess with my gang.
And once you hear like that kind of echo, you know that you've got it spot on, and it's just, it's the most satisfying feeling ever. Oh, and very important thing that I probably should have mentioned earlier is if you've done a mistake, like say, whoopsie, there goes all my projects, Command Z. Command Z will be your savior. Or you could just go up here and press undo, but I find it easier to just go Command Z. You can also go up here and, you know, go to speed, like speed things up a bit. Like I wanted this one to be a bit quicker, so just speed it up a bit. And then
Larry.
Boom. And since we're up here anyway, I'll just talk about some of this stuff up here because it's very, very helpful. Especially this one I use the most is animation. This is pretty much crucial if you're editing anything. Having animations helps so much. So say you want something to fade out, like this is very basic, but you know, fade out, and then you can go over here and then go animation, in, fade in.
You bet, Larry.
You can have
you better not
loop there. Now, some other things up here that aren't really as useful, but I do use sometimes is mask. You can add a mask here and it'll basically just show what's in the mask. This stuff, honestly, have no clue what it does. Probably don't play around with that. Another thing that I like to do, and this is in audio, is you can have, this doesn't affect me obviously because I don't have the audio down here, but you can go fade in and fade out, and if you have two clips that you want to kind of merge together, that does help like quite a bit to have it be more of a smooth transition rather than just a sudden stop. Don't know if that makes like any kind of sense, but yeah. Also, speaking of transitions, you can go up here and add like
be messing with oopie
transition. Another thing about audio is, this isn't like crucial, but if you are editing a long form video, I find it quite helpful, is normalize loudness and especially reduce noise. It's not as crucial like if you have a better microphone like I do now, and also some of these are like pro, so not all of you can use this, but it's pretty helpful if you do have pro. All of this down here, honestly, I don't really look at it that much, like it's all mostly just AI anyway, which probably don't do that. One thing I will say is helpful around here is just going down to blend, and then you can lower the opacity of something, but that's really about it. And also, if you don't want like specific music and you're just kind of happy with anything, you can always go over to audio here, and you can search for some of the just regular songs on here. I say regular, but I don't know what counts as regular. But you know what is helpful is this also has like little sound effects, like say if you want a little ding, you can add that there. And then obviously we have text, which is probably one of the most used things, I'll say, at least for me. And obviously go up here, you can change it. I like Comic Sans. Comic Sans is the GOAT. And I like to do that just because like it makes it easier to read no matter what background it's on. Yeah, and you can like play around with all of this kind of stuff. And where was I going with that? Another thing with text is that you can obviously do the same thing you do with the video down here. You can add an animation, which I think is probably more helpful with text, honestly, because it kind of like eases your eyes into it rather than just suddenly bam, there's text. Although sometimes that is helpful. But speaking of text, another thing that is even more useful, especially when editing long form videos, is instead of doing what I used to do, which was literally type out everything by hand, is you can go up here and go captions, and then you can choose your language and click generate. There we go. And then it will recognize the speech for you. This is an absolute lifesaver. It doesn't always get everything right, so you'll still have to go around and fix stuff up, which still takes quite a while, but it's a real lifesaver if you're editing long form videos and want to have captions in there. And another thing that's great about captions is that you can apply the same thing to all of them, and you can even go up here, animations, go to captions, and have it go in on
Or you'll be messing with oopie goopy.
the words. Wow, great words. The words. Yeah, you get what I mean, right? And again, it also doesn't always get that right, but pretty cool. Oh yeah, there's stickers as well. Cat loading, if you want. There's a bunch of stickers you can use here, which I use quite a bit, and especially the subscribe button. If you want, could subscribe as well, if you find this helpful. And probably the last thing here is effects. The one I probably use the most is a glitch effect, color glitch here.
You better not mess with my
This one doesn't fit for this video, but sometimes I do like to have a glitching effect. Oh, and another one that, in fact I have favorites up here, is very, very helpful is also blur.
You better.
If you want to blur something, and then you can also go up here, add mask, which helps, say if I wanted to blur my beautiful drawing of Rambo up here, and then you can also round corners, feather, but I don't know why you'd want to blur out my beautiful picture, so no blur. There's also voiceover. You can, do a voiceover. Don't know what else there's really is to say about that. And yeah, that's about it, I'd say. So I think I'm just gonna go over some of the little keyboard shortcuts and everything. So obviously, like I said before, B is split, and then A is unsplit. Command Z is, undo. N is for, I like to think of it as N for napping, snapping, napping. Sometimes I accidentally press N and it's really annoying, but yeah, if the reason why your things aren't going like that, for instance with the line there, I just pointed to my screen, but you can't see that. The reason why it's not doing that is you might have accidentally pressed N. This one, honestly, I have no clue what that does. Neither was this one. This one, S is to turn on that thing. I find it annoying, so I turn it off. Anything else? Oh, of course. How could I forget? The most important thing. Every time you want to play your video, you do not have to go up and press here. You can press spacebar. It is an absolute lifesaver. Press spacebar. You don't have to go up here. Oh, that does something. Okay, don't press W. Got it. Also, one more thing. If you want to get a little, I don't know, little emote or something, this is how you're gonna do that. Say you want cat PNG. Actually, this one looks like AI, so that's AI. I'm not gonna be using that one. This one's cute. So then you just go save image as, and then you want to go to a background remover. That is a mover. Background remover. And then you can just yoink. Actually, I just realized that might already have the background removed, but you get the point. Then you press download, and then you can just drag it on into CapCut. And now we have a little kitty. Okay, so now that you have your whole edited video, this is very important. Go up here and change the name. I wish I had told younger me this, because changing the name makes it so much easier to find the file you want. As long as you know what you're trying to find and you know what to search for, that is all that matters. But just do not leave it as plain numbers. It is so annoying. But then you just want to go up here, press this little export button, make sure everything's all nice and good, and press export. And now, I don't do this, I just press cancel and then you already have the file. And then you just need to go over and upload it to YouTube. So yeah, once you've got like all of your details and everything up on here, then you're pretty much good to go. So yeah, I hope this tutorial helped a bit. If it didn't, well, I don't know why you're still here then. I hope you enjoyed the video, even if you didn't learn anything, and I will see you in the next video, which will be a Minecraft video, or at least something a bit different than this. Goodbye!